Hey guys, what's going on? This is Fred2266 here. I decided, well, like I said yesterday, to read some more chapters of these fan fictions here that are just collecting dust and stuff. You haven't heard from me in a couple days. That's because, well, if you saw my post, I've been a little bit upset the past couple days over some things I will not talk about because, well, quite honestly, no offense to you guys, but it's really none of your business. But I'm fine now. I hit 150 subscribers today, so I'm really happy about that. Thank you all very much. And to celebrate, we're going to read Chapter 4 of the Little Things in Life by Cabrel095. And all I gotta say is I hope there is more of my favorite fan fiction character of all time. His name's Neville, and he is a badass. Let me tell you what. We're gonna see what he does. Obviously, he has to be in this chapter. If not, Cabra, you will get the full blunt of my exterior anger. Let me just say that. So we'll see what happens. So here we go. Chapter 4 is entitled Pinkie Goes to the Store. This will not end well, obviously, but it's okay. We're getting stuff done. Night had returned to the California Valley. The air was cool and the sky vacant of clouds, allowing the stars to shine brightly through the window of Jeff's apartment. Jeff smiled to himself as he settled the ponies into a small padded dog bed he had purchased earlier that day. It feels kind of weird having them sleep in a dog bed. Well, no shit, you hobo. But I'm going to have to buy a whole new bed for 6 small ponies. I'm not going to buy a bed for 6 small ponies, he thought to himself. Plus, this way they can sleep at the foot of my bed, and not get crushed by me. He covered the fillies with a small blanket, who squirmed slightly before resettling into the newfound warmth. Each of the colorful equines were fast asleep, their soft breathing, and Dash and Pinkie's oddly adorable snoring, filling Jeff's bedroom and ears. He chuckled quietly and slowly got into bed. After adjusting himself to be more comfortable, Jeff opened the small drawer in his nightstand and pulled out a small brown leather book. It was crisp, new, and the words "Journal" were beautifully engraved in gold filigree onto the cover. Or you'd like to think, anyway. It was just shiny gold colored foil, because you make do with what you can, of course. Like I said, Jeff's a hobo. And plus he's a girl. He has a diary. I know it's a journal, but it's a diary. You know who doesn't have a diary? Neville. He lifts weights all day. He pumps iron, yo. Grabbing a pen that was resting upon his nightstand, Jeff opened to the first page and began to scribble his thoughts. Dear Diary. That's just stupid. There we go. Scratching out the previous words, he scribbled onward. April 29th, Sunday, 2012. It's interesting, really, how lively these ponies are. I've only had them since yesterday, and it's crazy how active they are regardless of their new surroundings. Or wherever they came from. Note to self, find out at some point where they came from. God, you were just working so slow, aren't you? So today, Pinkie tried to get a cupcake shown on the computer screen. I told her not to do that. One, because she probably would destroy my monitor either from actually eating it or slobbering all over it and short-circuiting it. And two, she's Pinkie. Anyway, I finally convinced her it was just a picture and that it wasn't real. She almost started to cry when I said that. Without thinking, I said, "Hey, I have an idea." And boy, was it an idea. Let's make cupcakes! Oh, did that turn out to be interesting. Of course, everybody or every pony, I'm still deciding what term I should use. I mean, every pony sounds so weird. But they are ponies, and smart ones to boot. Thankfully, I had some cake mix in the cupboard. Can't remember when or why I bought it, though. I wish I could describe how the baking went into detail. But let's just say that Pinkie broke out in the song, Dash was flying around gathering the ingredients, Sparkle and Crystal used their magic, which I had no idea that Crystal could use magic as well. They were a big help. AJ wrote off what we needed, and Pinkie just kept singing, and occasionally helped me mix and stir things. I swear it seemed like she'd done this before. Fluttershy was off to the side of the counter watching us. I'm glad she at least joined us after a few minutes, though. She's so shy, but she opened up so much today. It was awesome, really. I never thought that seeing some pony. Yeah, fine pony for the pony's body, / one for humans. It's amazing watching some pony so shy begin to open up to people, ponies, and begin to talk. After the making of the mix, I put the cupcakes in the oven and set the timer. Luckily, Sparkle noted the need for those little cupcake paper things. I almost forgot them. Then Pinkie became impatient. After a good 20 seconds, she kept asking over and 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 over, "Is it ready? Are they done yet? What's your favorite color? Do you have any sarsaparilla?" Yeah, even though the last two questions weren't related to cupcakes, I don't even know what sarsaparilla is. Ginger ale. Damn it. Stupid ass Jeff. She just kept asking me questions, and wouldn't you know it, Sparkle started asking me questions as well, like, "What's the name of our princess? What are those big shiny things that she saw flying in the sky?" And get this, do you now have any more books? Yes, she read through my whole collection, regardless of it being 5 books, but still. Jeff can't read. That collection took me some months to read. She read it in a day and a half! I mean, come on, really, Sparkle? I shouldn't be complaining, though. She's a smart pony. Maybe she can help me with my taxes. I'll have to go and buy her some more books soon. Oh, and another pony asked me some questions today also. Crystal of all ponies. You saying Crystal can't ask ponies? Jeff's an asshole. So here came Crystal, trotting up next to me on the counter. "So do you have any clothes for me to try on?" Yes. She asked me if I had clothes for her to wear. As if I have clothes for ponies to wear. Well, you gotta be prepared for this kind of stuff, man. What about when an earthquake erupts? You got any batteries? Whole grain bars? Of fiber? No, you're fucked then. You live in California. That happens all the time. You should be prepared for this type of stuff. Then again, I suppose that it's not too bad of an idea. I mean, the ponies are technically naked. Well, aside from all my complaining, with their persistent questioning, I had a great idea. I'll have them watch a movie. I really need to get more movies. I only have like 20 total. After searching around and Pinkie trying to play I Spy a Movie, guess which one, I found an old favorite of mine, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. And of course, I played the movie. I could not believe how quiet they all were. That made my day. Seeing them all sitting together watching the movie until 5 minutes in. "Hey, are the cupcakes done yet?" You'll never guess who asked. So after I calmed Pinkie, she went back to watching the movie. About halfway through-ish, I really have no idea, cupcakes dinged. Yay! So I pulled the tray out and set them on the counter to let them cool. I walked back to the couch and I discovered Pinkie was missing. I see others, but they were too caught up in the movie. So I went to the one place I could think of, the kitchen. Immediately I spotted her eating a cupcake, which I found shocking. They'd only been out of the oven for a minute, and she was eating one, fully iced. I'd assumed they'd be blistering hot. She must have been crazy, even more crazy that she was on the counter. How the heck did she even get up there? Note to self again, keep an eye on Pinkie at all times. You're not right now, you're writing in your diary, and by now she's probably launched a tactical nuke at Russia, and now they're going to be mad at us again. Yori, is that you? Your arm has been blown off, comrade. Whatever. So I of course do the stupid thing and try a cupcake as well. I burnt my tongue. Pinkie laughed at me and kept eating. After the tongue fiasco, I first asked Pinkie how in the heck she ate the cupcake, and now she did it in 10 seconds. I told her she should have waited. Of course I let the whole issue slide, and we returned to the movie. The rest of the day was spent in the spare room, building Legos and watching YouTube. Yes, I showed them YouTube. But only the child-friendly stuff. Then again, I don't really know what is considered child-friendly anymore. Something I completely forgot about. Neville came over today as well. Yes! Neville is the best. Neville was acting really strange today. He was nervous, too. He kept on stuttering and was trying to tell me something. Anyway, I made sure the ponies were well hidden from him. I was finally able to get him to go home after a few minutes. After that, I went and made us all dinner. I had no idea what to make them, so I cut up some fruits and vegetables. They seemed to enjoy it. After dinner, most of the ponies, except Pinkie and Dash, were getting tired. Since I didn't have a bed, I went to the store and bought a small dog bed. It was only $5, and it actually fits them all perfectly. Taking a moment to rest his hand from the constant writing, Jeff sat down his pen next to him and rubbed his dreary eyes. Holy crap! How much did I write? Jeff had written 3 pages of thoughts into his journal. He rubbed his sore hand once more and returned to the book. I better finish this off already. I don't need to be up till midnight writing this. So I came back home and set them to bed, and now I'm writing in a journal I bought along with the dog bed. I know I'm the only one going to be reading my journal, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. At least I'll have memories of each day I spent with them. And if anyone ever starts thinking I'm crazy, I can just say I'm writing a book. Sighing, Jeff set the pen down upon the nightstand and stood beside his bed. He rubbed his eyes once more and closed his journal, setting the journal into the top drawer of his nightstand before shutting off the light and closing his eyes to sleep. Then it's the next day. Sunlight seeped into the dim room, lighting the walls and other furnishings. Pinkie yawned furiously, scratching her face much like a dog would. She perked up and looked around the room. Everyone was still asleep. After a moment of silent contemplation, meaning she'd remembered something, her eyes widened to cartoonish levels, and she darted out of the small dog bed and over to Jeff. Jeff, 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 she said, bouncing up and down upon him. What? Jeff groaned. Can we have cupcakes? Pinkie, Jeff said drowsily. You ate them all. Oh, we make some more then? She chirped. Jeff yawned. Not today, Pinkie. I have work. What's work? She inquired. I'm not in the mood for this. Then don't go to the yard sale and buy 6 little ponies, you jackass. You gotta explain stuff. Sooner or later, they're gonna find 2 girls, 1 cup and ask what that is. And they're gonna find porn. You got to ask them what that is. And how is this gonna work out? You tell me, Cabra. How can he handle this? I think he's gonna commit suicide sooner or later. This is too much for little Jeff to handle. Jeff slowly got up. He stifled a yawn and rubbed his eyes. Glancing to his clock, the time read 7:06 a.m. Oh, crap! It's what I'm about to be late for, Pinkie, Jeff said, scrambling out of bed. He fell face first into the floor. Muffled "oh" was heard. Jeff jumped back to his feet and ran to his closet. Oh, what are you doing now, Jeff? Pinkie inquired. Gasp! Are we playing a game? Oh, can I play? No, Pinkie, Jeff said, putting on his work shirt. I'm getting ready for work. I have to be there before the clock says 7:30 a.m. Maybe I can help, Pinkie volunteered. No, Pinkie, it's quite all right, but I want to help. Jeff sighed and walked over to his bed. He sat next to Pinkie. I know you do, Pinkie, but you can't help me with work because, well, it's a game that only certain people can play. Her eyes widened. Really? Oh no, what the fuck have I done? Yeah, but like I said, only certain people can play. And you're not a people, you're an iguana, so stay here, pink iguana thing. And you're one of those people? Yes, I am. How can I join? How can I join? What's the password? Jeff stood up and buttoned his shirt. You can't. It's so secretive, that's almost impossible for anyone else to join. Also, the teams are full. Pinkie pouted and sat on the edge of the bed. Jeff waved her goodbye and left the room. Walking to the kitchen, Jeff grabbed a sticky note and a pen. He dribbled a few things down. Sparkle, I'm leaving for work. I'm sure you at least know what work is. I'll be back late, sadly, around 6 o'clock p.m. I'm leaving some fruits and vegetables out for you all. Stay safe and inside. I'll get home as fast as I can. Also, you're in charge again, Sparkle. Damn, man. I'm begging you, Jeff. Give other ponies a chance to be dictator. It's always the purple one, always. I'm sick of it. She seems to be the only pony capable of leading them, really. Wow. This guy has no clue. Setting the pen down, Jeff grabbed the note and returned to his bedroom. He gently set the note on his nightstand and departed his home. He shut the door, locked it, and walked downstairs to his car. Entering his Passat. Excuse me, God. Entering his Passat, Jeff placed the key into the ignition, pushed down on the clutch, and the engine roared to life, before sputtering and switching back off. What a hobo! Why not just buy a powdered blue Prius? Real men drive those. That's what Neville drives, by the way. He's a real man. Oh, no, you don't, Jeff said as he turned off the AC, removed and reinserted, switched the car on once more, and revved it into obedience. Then, we're switching time here. Sparkle's tiny eyes slowly opened as she woke up to this beautiful Monday morning. A tiny yawn exited her mouth. Looking around, she saw all of her friends all sleeping next to her. Save one, Pinkie was nowhere in sight. She rubbed her eyes once more and searched for Pinkie around the bed, possibly disturbing some of her slumbering friends. Ow! Dash screamed. You stepped on my tail! Meg that, definitely disturbing some of her friends. Sorry, Sparkle apologized. What are you doing anyways? I'm looking for Pinkie. Have you seen her? Dash stifled a yawn. Not since last night. Hey, can we have more cupcakes? Sparkle gave her a look of disapproval. Dictator, like I said. What are y'all talking about so early in the morning? AJ drowsily questioned the two. Well, I was looking for Pinkie. I can't find her. AJ stood up and stretched. She looked around the bed, spotting that there was a missing member of their peanut gallery. Peanut gallery. Ah, I see what you did there. You're funny. You're a funny guy. Has anyone seen Jeff? AJ asked. Sparkle and Dash quickly looked to the other side of the bed. But where did he go? Dash asked. He set off a sigh. I'm not gonna say what I. No, that's wrong. No, no, not gonna do it. Sparkle looked through the nightstand and spotted some paper placed before the clock. Exiting a small dog bed, Sparkle trotted to the nightstand. She jumped into the stand and approached the note Jeff had left behind to read it. I gotta read this again? Sparkle, I'm leaving to work. I'm sure you at least know what work is. I'll be back late, sadly. Around 6 o'clock p.m. I'm leaving some fruits and vegetables out for you all. Stay safe and inside. I'll get home as fast as I can. Also, you're in charge again, Sparkle. Why are you always in charge? Dash questioned. 'Cause she reads. Yeah, pretty much, AJ smugly replied. I guess it makes sense. Sparkle glanced at the clock. In Boston light was 7:40 a.m. All right, girls, Sparkle said, hopping back onto the bed. Jeff will be home late. In the meantime, I say we find Pinkie. Maybe she's playing hide and seek again, AJ suggested. Or eating cupcakes. You know how she was last night. Sparkle pondered a moment, giving herself some time to reflect the situation at hoof. Returning to the small dog bed, she looked to her friends. Come on, we have to find her. Her friends concurred and left the warmth of the bed. AJ, Dash, and Sparkle all glided down the sides of the bed and exited the bedroom. The three colorful fillies trotted down the large hall, their surrounding walls cascading above to the lofty ceiling. The dim house was beginning to brighten as the sun continued to rise in the blue sky, slowly shining through the sparse windows in the house, the living room being the brightest. Dash, I need you to go up there and check for Pinkie. AJ and I will check underneath, Sparkle said as they neared the bright orange couch. With a quick salute, Dash flew to the cushions above, leaving AJ and Sparkle in the darkness before them. After walking around several dust balls and finding a lost coin, Sparkle and AJ began climbing up to the under couch while Dash checked in between the cushions and pillows for the pink filly. The group reunited after several minutes, and all had a look of dismay upon their faces. Dash quickly wiped the defeat from her face, however, and encouraged the others to keep looking, spending most of the morning searching in every possible location they could think of. And now Jeff he works at Toys R Us. Yeah, he walks at Toys R Us. Well, yeah, technically we all walk at Toys R Us. Unless we're disabled or morbidly obese, we ride in one of those little electric carts. Riding in style, Catch you riding dirty in that. Shut up! Jeff bolted through the busy parking lot of the local Toys R Us in his town, dodging the many shopping carts left throughout the lot by the lazy, inconsiderate people who couldn't walk them a few feet to the many return aisles. The blue doors hissed open as Jeff entered the censor, and he rushed inside. It's okay. Maybe he hasn't noticed yet. I'll just quietly walk on back to the toy aisle and... Excuse me, sir? A feminine voice rang from behind. Jeff slowly turned and faced the woman, holding her hand with a little girl, presumably her daughter. What? Oh, never mind. I'm like, presumably her daughter. So Jeff's a girl, and he has a daughter, too. Never mind. I understand. I get it now. Yes, Jeff replied. Can I help you? I was wondering where you got that little pink pony from. Little pink pony? Jeff halted a moment and followed the woman's pointed finger down in the pocket on his shirt. There, waving her hoof, was Pinkie, a large smile plastered on his face. Gah! My daughter here noticed it. I was wondering where I could find one. Oh, well, you see, Jeff scrambled something together in his mind. This is a special toy. It hasn't hit the American stores yet. I purchased it all over the internet. It's more of a good luck charm, really. Oh, great. What site did you get it from? Brazzers! Say Brazzers! Cabra, if you put Jeff... I'm mixing up my own words. If Jeff said Brazzers in this chapter, Cabra, I will send you a kumquat. I don't even know. I don't really remember. Might have been Craigslist, but it was so long ago. I'm sorry, but I have to go and clock in now before I'm too late. Excuse me. Playing it smooth. You know who could have played smoother? Neville, of course. Before the lady could respond, Jeff dashed over to the men's restroom and burst through the door. He quickly checked all of the stalls to ensure that they were empty and that he was alone before reaching into his pocket and pulling out Pinkie. Hi, Jeff! She exclaimed. Pinkie! Jeff's shout whispered. What are you doing here? You can't be here. But why? Because little pink ponies don't belong in a toy store. Wait, why? Wait, did you say toys? Yes, toys, but Pinkie, people aren't used to seeing pink talking ponies. I am. Unless they're on PCP, methamphetamine. You know how it is. I happen to lie in California. Why? Okay, this is getting old. They just don't. You shouldn't. Look, Pinkie, if I let you stay in my pocket, do you promise to not move or say anything? Jeff said, rubbing his eyes in frustration. There's a pause. Pinkie. Opening his eyes, Jeff saw that Pinkie had disappeared. What the fuck? How did she? Pinkie, where are you? She gave herself a swirly. Jeff scrambled to the floor to see if he accidentally dropped her, but found no sign of her. He went back to the sink and looked around before checking inside the stalls. Nothing. Okay, Pinkie. This isn't funny. Where are you? Snoring filled the bedroom of Neville Mitchell's. Yeah! And finally. If Neville says Brazzers, I will give you 2 kumquats, Cabra. He lay sound asleep in his bed. A sleeping mask covered his eyes, and a curler lay nested in his hair. A curler! Hey, I curl my hair too. That must mean me and Neville are real men. You know, we gotta stick together. I'll get you yet! Neville mumbled. The hectic room was filled with dirty piles of clothes, various pieces of paper taped to the wall, a pile of coffee cups on a disorganized desk to the left of Neville's bed. Fairies! I knew it. He is just like Mr. Crocker. Neville screamed as he lurched out of the bed and fell to the floor. Ah! What the hey now? Pulling off his night mask, Neville sat upright on his messy floor. I'm having those weird dreams of being an elementary school teacher again. I should stop drinking pickle banana juice before bed. Pickle banana juice. Before bed. That's his protein shake, yeah. Standing up, Neville stretched and yawned. He scratched his hindquarters as he walked to his kitchen. The brown painted walls and possibly wood-rotted cabinets casting a dreary and unpleasantly smelly something. The room looked so poorly kept that the words were very difficult to find to describe it. Scrummaging through the nearest cabinet, the door nearly falling off the hinge, he tried to locate breakfast, and found only a can of peas. Closing the... Oh, I get it. Popeye is spinach, Neville is peas. It's perfect. Cabral, if this is not how you imagine this to be, well, you better now. You better envision Neville as Popeye's son. Yes! You know. Closing the wooden cabinet, he opened another and found some spider webs and a chocolate bar inside. Well, it has been a while since I went shopping. I've been too distracted with those ponies. They've caused me nothing but trouble. But I was so close yesterday. Neville grabbed the chocolate bar and walked to the living room, unwrapping it as he sat in his dull brown recliner. But today, I will get a camera inside Jeff's home. I just need for him to go to work and... Wait a second, today's Monday. That means Jeff is at work. In that thought, Neville leapt out of his recliner and rushed to his front door. Throwing the door open wide, he looked to the parking lot and spotted the empty space where Jeff's silver Passat was normally parked. Excellent! He's already gone! Now I can begin! Quickly composing himself after his mild outburst, Neville ran back into his apartment, slamming the door shut as he went. This is perfect! Now I can sneak into Jeff's home and find those ponies! But first I need to prepare. And plan. There's a lot of cutaways in this story. Did you find her yet, Dash? Sorry, Sparkle, Dash apologized. I haven't found her anywhere. What about Crystal and Fluttershy? What about you, AJ? Sorry, Sparkle. I haven't found her yet. I'm sorry as well. Finally, Crystal spoke up. I searched the whole spare room and couldn't find any sign of her. I hope something didn't happen to her, Fluttershy said worryingly. Well, this certainly isn't good, Sparkle stated, but we can't give up. Sparkle walked to the edge of Jeff's bed. She gazed out of the clear window when she had realized something. Oh no. What? Dash asked. Is that window open? The fillies all turned their gaze to the window located some feet from the bed. A slight breeze was blowing through it, causing the curtains to drift back and forth slightly. Dash quickly flew over to the window and inspected it. Yes, Sparkle. It is. Another cutaway! What the fuck? Okay. It's okay. Pinkie could not have gotten far after all. She's only 3 inches tall. Jeff exited the restroom and started moving throughout the store, inspecting high and low, making sure it looked like he was actually working as he searched through some toys. She has to be here somewhere. What you doing, Jeff? Jeff froze what he was doing and looked to his left. There stood Pinkie right in his face. Oh, are you playing a game? I love games. Oh my gosh! Are you playing hide and go seek? No. Okay, on three. No, no, no! 1, 2, 3, go! No, no, no! Pinkie, come back! In a flash of pink, she was gone, leaving Jeff dumbfounded and speechless. He groaned and began to reorganize his shelf as he rummaged through. He had rummaged through. Well, at least with her hidden, she won't be found. I hope. Jeff finally finished restocking the various toys and trinkets and went out to search for Pinkie. He started in all the toy aisles, considering that he was already there. With no luck, he walked to the Lego section and began searching behind the many boxes and pre-built example sets. Thankfully, Legos weren't normally pink, so it didn't take long to inspect the aisle and again come up empty. With growing haste and panic, Jeff moved from aisle to aisle, checking everything from Barbie to Nerf guns to educational toys to the small comic book section in the back. I can't believe that I haven't found her yet. Where could she have gone? I hope she's not somewhere like the clothes. Why did Toys R Us start selling clothes anyway? I mean, it's a fucking toy store, I agree. Jeff sighed and departed the last of the toy aisles. He started passing the electronics section of the toy store when something caught his eye once more. Something pink. Looking to the screen, he could see Pinkie. Inside of the television. Why me? Hastily walking into the electronics section, Jeff walked to the television and started pushing through the small crowd that had gathered before it. Hey, what's everybody looking at? Pinkie asked. The crowd before her stood hushed as they gazed upon the wonder that was Pinkie as Jeff slowly made his way through the crowd and tried to reach Pinkie. Jeff! She gasped from inside of the television. You found me! Great job! The crowd turned and looked at Jeff. Hey folks! I see you found our gag television loop. I knew Chuck forgot something. Jeff nervously chuckled. I'm sorry, everyone. We're going to have to shut this TV off. Aw, but why, Jeff? Pinkie asked. I swear when I get my hands on you. Jeff quickly reached behind the TV and unplugged the television set. The crowd seemed to have bought the lie and began to disperse. I'm so glad it's over with. Wow, Jeff, I can't believe you found me, Pinkie exclaimed. I mean, it took me a whole 30 seconds to find that spot, and I thought you were never gonna find me. Jeff quickly grabbed Pinkie in his hands and tried to quiet her down. Shh, Pinkie! I have a new game for us, okay? It's called You Fucking Talk and Get Your Bitch-Ass Head Cut Open, okay? Okay. Her eyes lit up and she quickly shut her app. Jeff looked around to make sure no one was around. We're going to play... Yeah? Saw. One of the most... Yeah? Amazing games ever. Yeah? Do you know what it's called? Pinkie was now squirming with excitement. More than anything in the world! Okay, it's called the Quiet Game. Okay, this is how you play, Pinkie. Both of us will be quiet for as long as we can. The winner of this game will get cupcakes when they get home. Pinkie bounced with excitement. She mimicked zipping her lip and throwing away the key. Jeff did the same. Jeff placed Pinkie in his shirt pocket and returned to work. I just hope she doesn't get any ideas. She'll find a loophole, don't worry. Aha! Neville cheered, reaching underneath his bed. Just what I needed! He pulled out an old, worn-out butterfly net from underneath his bed. This should make catching those ponies easy. Then once I do, I'll show the world that I'm not crazy. Neville giddily raced to his bedroom and rummaged through the drawers. With a victorious aha! He found what he was looking for, a bobby pin. Once he retrieved his treasure, Neville raced to the front door and flung it open. Kneeling down in front of the door, he placed a bobby pin into the keyhole of the door. His ears listened intently as the bobby pin wiggled inside of the door. Click. I can't believe it actually worked, Neville proclaimed. I should bring this up in the next inspection meeting. God damn it. He hesitantly reached for the doorknob and opened the door. The dark home was quiet and void of ponies from what Neville could see. He let the door open and tiptoed into the kitchen, scanning from left to right for any sign of the ponies, and finding none. He left the kitchen and entered the small living room. He checked under the couch, then behind the TV. Still nothing. He tucked and rolled out of the living room and reached the hallway. He set his back against the wall and crept to the spare room. He did a double take into the room, trying to be as much of a spy as he could. He slowly walked into the room, but he still managed to trip over a Lego fort. A small piece of paper rested on the bricks he destroyed. What's this? This fort was captured by the mighty Sparkle, lest we forgot the brave Dash, and... Awkward quit for suspense right now. fucking quit.